Hey, you guys, how do you see your own authority? And I really mean see it. How do you see your own authority? When someone says the word leadership, what pops into your head? Some big shot title, a corner office with a view, or a whole army of people waiting for your next brilliant instruction? Well, hold that thought, because this book takes that whole idea and turns it right on its head. This is Exponentially Elevate Your Leadership Impact by Dr. Stephanie Duguid. And I got to tell you, this book made me stop and think, wait, what? Maybe leadership is not what we were told it was. Because Dr. Steph does not dress leadership in a powerful suit and park it in a boardroom and call it a day. No, ma'am. No, sir. She pulls it down back to earth. Dr. Stephanie tells us that leadership is more than the title on your business card. It's more about what you do when nobody's clapping. It's about the choices you make, the honesty you carry, the way you show up, and the quiet influence you have on the people around you every single day. And listen, if you're a solopreneur or an expert, a creator, or somebody that has ever sat there thinking, who am I to lead? This book is going to talk to you. Because this is not a book you read and put back on the shelf. This is an invitation. Dr. Stephanie helps you step into the kind of leadership that's already inside of you. Now, what makes this book so special is the way she frames the whole thing. She calls it the leadership dance. Isn't that something? Because what leadership really is a dance. Sometimes you step forward, sometimes you step back, sometimes you have to step away before you burn yourself right out. And sometimes you have to step aside to handle conflict without losing your cool. Dr. Stephanie will walk you right through that. She talks about stepping up, which is where you move from thinking only about yourself to thinking about the impact you can have on others. She talks about stepping in, where you connect your passion with your purpose. So you're not just busy for the sake of being busy. But I should say the parts that really talk to me were the chapters that most people don't think about enough. She talks about stepping back. That's been a big lesson for me. Stepping back so you can strengthen your foundation. She talks about stepping away because, my goodness, leaders are not machines. You cannot pour from an empty cup forever and expect not to crack. And she talks about stepping aside, which is all about handling conflict with grace and maturity and a whole more class than most people bring to the table. Reading this book feels like learning a rhythm. It does not treat leadership like a stiff corporate checklist. It treats leadership like something alive, something human, something that moves with you as you grow. And not a boring book at all. So many visuals like this throughout the book. But here's where rubber actually meets the road. Not the kind of book you skim while drinking coffee and say, that was nice. Nope. This is a 300-page book, a year-long interactive journal. What's brilliant is Dr. Stephanie doesn't ask you to transform your whole life over the weekend, like some magical infomercial promise from a late-night TV. She gives you 52 weeks. That means one full year of mini lessons, motivational quotes, reflection prompts, and real action steps. I love the prompts like this, and space to write there. And very, very, very actionable there. Let me read this exercise for you. Action step. Identify your communication style on the thinker-feeler, introvert-extrovert grid. Then observe and analyze the communication styles of those you interact with. How can you adjust your approach to improve clarity, connection, and understanding? This spoke to me a lot because it got me thinking much, much, much deeper. Let me read something else that made me smile and learn from. Month 9, step forward, action-driven leadership. Leadership is not about standing still. It's about taking action, making decisions, and moving forward with confidence. The most effective leaders step forward with courage, take initiative, and embrace the responsibility of driving meaningful change. This book is written for busy people who want to grow, but they don't have 3 hours a day to sit under a tree and contemplate on the meaning of life. You could just take a few minutes a day. You can reflect, you can write, you can make one small intentional change at a time. And that's what I love about this book, because there's a big difference between reading something inspiring and actually doing something with it. This book helps you close that gap. So, what's the verdict, Summer? What is the Bookmas verdict on Exponentially Elevate Your Leadership Impact by Dr. Stephanie Duguid? If you're tired of letting self-doubt boss you around, if you're done waiting for permission, and you want to lead your community, your business, and your life with more confidence, more heart, more backbone, then this book belongs in your hands. You are not defined by your doubts, but by your actions. So grab a physical copy of Exponentially Elevate Your Leadership Impact. Create a little space in your day. Mark your calendars to spend some time with this book and start learning the steps to your own leadership dance. Happy Bookmas, you guys.